Alright, in my Monday with Michelle August 24th video, I mentioned that I was going to make a little booklet or a journal book, kind of like Gina does for her year in her life. And I'm going to do mine with these folders. And I had mentioned coming up with a ribbon system for binding it. So I'm going to take the ribbon and we're going to sew it to the cover, like right here, and leave some hang off. And then they'll have this huge piece of wraparound so that I can use it like this to tie the cover shut. So if it gets really thick or I'm done with it, then I have plenty of extra for that, or I can snip it off if I've decided that that's plenty. So I had said I was going to use regular file folders, but I think I'm going to use these instead because they're just sitting around not being used for anything. And then that way they already give a little bit of something going on with the background that can be fun. And I have this scallop looking one. There's this one here that has the stripe with some French text kind of thing. That one. That's the same. This hexagon. They've all got this neat edge. You know, there's some of them are flat. Some of them have the edge near the top for the pretty. And then there's quite a few of those. I might even have some more in my closet over there. I just haven't dug them out. But this one has a neat edge here. So I think I'm going to use one of these for sure, even if I do switch over to doing the plain ones. I'm going to use one of these for sure as the cover. And that way, it's something pretty to start off with. And no matter what I add in, whether it's these pretty ones or plain ones that I've colored up myself completely, I have a good starting point. So let me go sew the ribbon to the cover, and then I will be back. Alright, I figured I'd show you this real quick. I've got the ribbon taped to the cover as straight as I can possibly figure out how to get it to work. Now we're going to cram it in here. I was going to use white thread, but for some reason I can't find my white bobbin, so I'm in the don't care section. Let's see if we can get this on here. This is a satin ribbon, so it's kind of slippery. Alright. Alright, there we go. So did the cover. I'm going to add a bit of tape or glue or something to the back, or collage over it, just to give it some more stability. Keep the strings in where they're supposed to be. So there we go. Get this. I went back in my space to check and see how many of the folders I have. And I actually have a lot, so we'll be working on this project for a long time. And like I said before, I haven't been using these for anything really. So this is going to be a fun way of using them up. So there's, let me get this out of our view. So if I were to use every single one of these, which is possible, and let's just say there's nothing on it, I would have plenty of ribbon to tie those together. Ta-da! That'll be pretty fun. Alright, after I started sewing, I realized I maybe should have decorated the front with some paint first, but that's okay. Whatever fun, junky stuff ends up on the ribbon, we will live with, and it'll add to the look. So let me put my sewing machine away and I'll be right back. Alright, I've poked the threads through to the back side, and I've added a piece of micropore tape to that. This is the stuff that they use to tape down your IV lines and things like that to your arm. Works great in mixed media. So now that'll stay on there. Oh, and I burnished it just to make sure it was on there really good. So that'll keep the threads and things in there. And then when I come back through and add something to this page, that stuff will keep that in there even better. Alright, so that's going to be part one. You know, short and simple. And once I finally figure out what I'd like to add to the front, we'll continue on from there. And then each page that we add to it should be pretty cool. Different fun thing. So hope you stay tuned for the continuation of how this book grows. And I need to come up with a name for it. I don't want to just call it the folder journal or the folder file or something folder. So we'll see. Alright, thanks for watching. Take care.